Hey, I'm Martijn, co-writer of the book Tourism versus Climate Change. In this short video, I would like to explain why discussions about tourism in relation to climate change are often not productive. Many climate activists argue that we should stop flying as a leisure activity. But is this true? The corona crisis has taught us that if we would stop flying altogether, this will only save us 2% of our total greenhouse gas emission. But without tourism, many people lost their jobs and illegal mining, logging and poaching went up. A good example of the importance of tourism are the Galapagos Islands. These unique islands are located 1,000 kilometers off the coast of Ecuador and many tourists reach them by plane. Over the years, I spoke with several tourists who wanted to visit the Galapagos. However, they didn't want the contamination of their flights to cause sea level to rise and these islands to disappear in the future. A valid argument. But what do you think will happen with the Galapagos without tourism? Do you think these islands and their wildlife will just be left alone? Unfortunately, this is not very likely. Each year, a Chinese fishing fleet with over 250 ships passes by the waters around the Galapagos. They are not allowed to get too close to the islands because it is a national protected area and tourism is good for the economy of Ecuador. But what if tourism would stop and the Chinese would offer money to fish closer to the islands? Ecuador is a poor country, so they're likely going to accept this money. Something similar happened years ago with the Yasuni Amazon Reserve. Can you imagine the damage done to the flora and fauna of the Galapagos Islands when the nets of over 250 ships pass by their shores? The death and destruction this will cause among its wildlife. On top, the seafloor around the Galapagos Islands works as a natural carbon storage. Trawling of the fishing nets will cause this carbon to be released back into the atmosphere. Do you still think that we should stop flying to the Galapagos? Alright, you can argue that we should all go by boat instead of plane. But most people are not willing to spend 3 days on the boat to navigate 1,000 kilometers of ocean. Other options could be a 10-hour Zeppelin flight or the use of electric planes. But these transport options are not offered yet. The point I like to make is that we shouldn't look at tourism and flying as being either good or bad for the environment. Instead, we should all work together to improve tourism so it can protect our environment and even help slowing down climate change. If you want to learn more about the advantages and the disadvantages of tourism, I can recommend reading my book Tourism versus Climate Change or visit our website with the same name. I would like to invite everybody to participate in an open discussion about the best ways to improve tourism and to protect our planet. Thanks for your time and I hope to hear from you.